hacer zoom a esto. Fantástico. Un segundo, ¿eh? Un segundín. Vale. ¡Perfecto! Venga. Pues estamos aquí en Divinity otra vez. Nos habíamos quedado la última vez en que lo último que nos habían dicho era de que teníamos que registrar las... Bueno, las tumbas no, sino... Los... Coño, trabajo de este y no me sé los nombres, me cago en Dios. Los nichos, ¿vale? Porque a lo mejor descubríamos algo. Pues hemos descubierto esto. Que hay, bueno, cosas. Y que vamos con 4... Y habíamos conocido a Amadora, que era una de nosotros, una de los buscadores. Y Bairdorf, que es una loca del coño. Hay mala sangre entre elfos y orcos. Una secundaria de que tenemos que ir al rey cangrejo. Antes de enterrar el ataúd de ella en su interior había una oveja. Es verdad, nos habíamos encontrado una oveja. Él se había llevado el cadáver, pero quién y por qué lo cruciaron encontrar dónde está el cadáver del consejero. Vale. Tenemos que encontrar el cadáver. Punta de flecha. Y oro. Oh. Oh. Esto se lo tengo que pasar a Luara. Esto se lo tengo que pasar a Luara. Granada de humo. Esto no. Pero esto sí. Piedra inerte. Nada en especial. Esto se muere. ¿Qué ha pasado? Ah, nos hemos encontrado a alguien. Vale. Puedes avanzar 2. Vale. Y ahora le atacas con un 60% de posibilidad. Vale. Y te mueves un poquito más. Y ahí acaba tu turno. Usted, señora, va a hacer lo mismo. Atacarle, pero con un 51% de posibilidad. Y usted se va a venir corriendo hasta aquí. Y ya está. Y tú, 3/4 de lo mismo. Mago no muerto. Desgrabado. Desgrabado. Vale. Espadachín no muerto. Vale. Ahora tú vas a hacer esto. ¡Toma ya! Les he dado a los 3. Y nada. Y tú te vas a poner aquí. Y le vas a dar a este. 5. Hostia. Pues muévete un poco hacia aquí. Y pasa. Y tú... No sé qué coño estás haciendo, pero le vas a dar de hostia. ¡Oh, oh! ¡Toma! Toma, hostión. Tú vas a venir aquí... 8. ¿Me consume los 8? No. De hecho, llega hasta aquí. Vale. Pues usa esto aquí. Y quédate ahí. Ah, es un grupo de de guerreros. Y ya está. ¡Pium! ¡Pium! ¡Ole! ¿Le da? Pues no, no le da. Puntos de acción insuficiente, me cago en Dios. Vale, muévete. ¿Qué es esto? Derribar a levantarse apaga el fuego de uno quemado. ¡Hostia! Eso mola. Remolino. ¿Para qué remolino? No hace falta. Este tiene más puntos de acción. ¿Pero por qué? No llego. Es que ni siquiera llego. Es que tampoco me quiero acercar mucho. Vale. Entonces sí que le puedes disparar. Ole. Es que le echo polvo. Y esto se va a cargar. ¡Pam! Golpe crítico. Toma. En la boca. Vale. Flecha maldita. Ajá. Oye, esto. Ganzúa lo hará. Y la flecha maldita. Aquí. Lo hará. Vale. Caja. Nada. Montones de nada. Sin embargo, vamos a curar a esta mujer. Y esta mujer no me va a curar a mí. Me va a curar Luara, que me ama. Ole. Aquí hay montones de nada. ¿Qué es eso? Asador esquelético, nivel 2. Ah, que vienen más. Fantástico. No. Simplemente... ¿Le vas a dar? ¡Se ha quemado! Dispárale. Si falla, bueno. No pasa nada. Turno de Obstene. 4. Toma. Claro, es así como se inicia. Y esto, 4. ¡Pam! El derribo falla. Claro, esto es para iniciar. Vale. Y ahora yo no le puedo hacer nada. Y se viene corriendo. ¿What? ¡Menuda hostia! Joder. Ay, le quería poner primero... Soy imbécil. Me cago en Dios. Quería poner primeros auxilios. Bueno, no pasa nada. Dale, hostias. Sí me gusta. Ya, muévete. Muévete aquí. ¡Hostia! Que me ha reventado. Me va a matar a uno de los personajes. No puedo hacer nada. Y este tampoco.
The Seven call me home.
No puedo usar... ¿Cómo que ya la ha usado? Ahí está. Joder.
I'm dying.
No, no te estás muriendo, no te preocupes. Pues sí, sí que se ha muerto. Tullido, hemorragia y enfermo, hostia. No. No es cierto. Oh, yo quiero... Pero... ¿Por qué?
As good as a new penny.
Vale. 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 Nota para el futuro. Reventar a los que llevan bombas. Antes de que me revienten a mí. No tienen nada, ¿no? No, tienen la cura. Y ya está. Y tú también. Tienes la cura y ya está. Y tú... Claro, con sabio 1, pues... Puedo hacer lo que me dé la gana, pero... Si no tengo sabio 1... Armadura de cuero clásica sin identificar. Calzador de tela antiguo. Bastón acuático. Enviar al batidor. Echar con el agua apaga fuegos y humedece a los personajes. Los personajes humedecidos son menos resistentes a hechizos de aire, pero más resistentes a los de agua. Un pergamino es un hechizo de uso único. Lanzar hechizos. Vale. Pues... voy a curar a esta mujer. Vale, que la pobre... ¡Oh, coño! Que lleva un... ¿Es un zorro? No me había fijado, ¿eh? Y hay ratitas. Una llave. Ah, se ha guardado automáticamente. Eso es que va a pasar algo.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
¿Dónde? ¿Qué hacéis? No, a mí mismo, es que... ¿Dónde está la trampa?
I need a remedy.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Perdón. Vale, vayamos aquí.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Claro, es esto. Ya decía yo, digo, ¿qué es esto? Pues nos vamos de aquí. Hay más sitios donde ir, digo yo. ¿Qué es esta antorcha?
Back on my feet again.
Me curo.
I needed that.
No sé, es que casi los tengo que hacer clérigos. ¿Quién es este? No, está hecha mierda, pero me voy a arriesgar, porque solamente es uno. Se ha guardado. Hola.
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb. So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers.
Tranquilo, compañero. No queremos hacerte
The
ningún
friendly
daño.
tone of voice has immediate effect. The man
Oh.
quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
Man, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Sí. Somos los buscadores de la fuente.
The man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like Source Hunter. Sicil, dead end. Please let me join you.
Si quieres unirte a nosotros, necesitamos saber un poquito más de ti.
Walgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with locks. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make 'em pay. Please.
Wargraf notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs his shoulders. Nothing he can do about that.
Vaya. O sea que nuestra party es demasiado grande para que se una este señor. Pobrecico. Yo le amo. Yo quiero que venga con nosotros, pero es lo que hay. Señor, buen señor. Veamos. ¿Qué hay por aquí?
Careful now, that's a trap.
Vale, señora. Usted va a disparar a eso.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
¿Qué? Pobres ratas. ¿Ya? Aceitoso. Qué asco. Hombre, hay algo más. Pero si no tengo... Si no tengo cosas por donde... Vale, voy a guardar aquí. Y voy a hacer... que tú... te vayas solita.
Bitter poison.
A ver. ¿Quieres irte? Vale.
Without aid, I will expire soon.
I can take care of that injury.
Casi se me mueren otra vez. Y no quería eso. Vale. Únete. ¿Siguen con eso? Hostia. No. Cargar. Save. Claro, yo no sé cuál es el alcance de todo esto. O por lo menos ahora. No lo he liado.
I've got all the remedies.
Vale, no pasa nada, no pasa nada. ¿Pero por qué hace clic? Basta.
A little help here.
Vale, mala idea. Joder. No, no quiero continuar. Me cago en Dios. ¿No puedo decirle que se vaya alguna? ¿Alguna loca del coño de estas?
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade. Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covering your back against the gnashing hordes, eh?
Vale, vamos a conocerlos a estos señores.
Frankly, it surprises me you lot are so eager to work with them. In my experience, they're kinda less reliable than used wagon sales dwarfs from Yuthel Gore. Heed me, comrade. You can't trust a wizard, witch, diviner, conjurer, or seer farther than you can throw 'em.
Vale. ¿Y tu odio por los orcos? Que...
Come now, comrade, you ought to have better sense than to ask me why I despise the basest, cruelest, filthiest creatures in all of creation. Most of we source hunters can recall more than enough memories of the look of an orcish blade coming down between the eyes, or the cold pressure of one of their studded clubs held to the temple.
Se ha derramado. Se ha derramado, se está filtrando. Creo que se está filtrando. Es mejor que me lo tome. Espera un momento. ¿Cómo es posible que se esté filtrando zumo de la taza? Jolines.
In that sense, I'm no different than any other. But the difference? Well, I'll say this much. With age, one might forgive the soldiers in an enemy army, might see them as cogs in a machine, might witness the humanity within even the cruelest enemy. Even so, some acts of war are utterly unforgivable. I have memories, comrade. Memories jagged as splinters. At times, I feel them threatening to tear me apart. Well, comrade, I've been around long enough, but not that long, mind, to know that little in this world can be split categorically into light and dark. My distrust of magic is instinctive after my years as a source hunter. But I also know that, at times, using the enemy against itself is the... So toss your cadaver elixirs and your illusion scrolls to high heavens, comrades. As long as I don't see a hint of darkness about you, you've got nothing to fear from old Medora. More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thaleron for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow.
¿Amenaza felina? Vamos a ver, Cecil. Vamos por orden.
Now, don't get me wrong, I think the mayor's a decent sort, even if he can't hear farther than the tip of his nose. But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law. I suspect an illegal source artifact or substance is the root of it, but exactly what or who's given it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to Cecil, I don't have the authority to interrogate him.
Bueno.
Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I'll bet my sword he's dealing in something darker than splints and tonics.
Vale.
A loose-lipped legionnaire let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions, well past midnight each time. What business could he have among the undead? Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say.
Tiene pinta de que cada uno de estos tiene un trozo de lo que estamos buscando.
You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural.
¿En serio?
It's no coincidence the Order retired me, or tried to anyhow, to such an aptly named little town. Way back when, the settlement was chartered as a stronghold for source hunters to keep watch over the borders of the Phantom Forest. Don't let the name fool you, though. These days, the forest is little more than a smattering of trees and ruins. A perfect posting for an old bull and her dotage like you're... In the days of old, though, the forest played host to source devils of every make and kind. Hunter's Edge was a settlement of source hunters, tasked with watching over the border of the forest and putting down anything smacking a source that might... By now, it's been centuries since anything more dangerous than a badger has come out of those woods. By and by, the source hunters moved out and regular folks set up shop. But the town's charter requires that at least one of our kind remain to keep the...
Vale, hasta luego. Vamos con el majo este.
I've spotted something interesting.
Uy, yo. Una navaja, jirones de tela. Todo. Y... ¿Tiene botas? Sí. Y tiene botas mejores que las mías. Este ya no. Vamos a pasárselas a Luara. Y Luara... Tenga usted. Vale. Ahora interroguemos a esta mujer.
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
Quiere decir que nos encargaremos de ti y te mantendremos a
In
salvo.
truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Como que hija de los
And
osos.
so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it? The
No.
wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Quiero hacerte unas
Ask freely,
preguntas.
my friend. Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom.
Y eso mismo, ¿cómo es posible que aprendieras a hablar?
Wise Jarrett taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned more than the beasts could teach me. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I am both beast and human, and so I must do both.
Vas a ver. Mucho para ser la hija
I
de
have
unos.
learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next. We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten, but the lesson will not. It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways. He came to me when I was small, a fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself. He called to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. Jarrett visited me often, and in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me tales of the world of people. Jared is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. He teaches me and I care for him.
Vale. ¿Y por qué has venido
I
hasta aquí?
heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in... But I have not found the face I seek. Jared is missing. It is my duty to find him. That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still live. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jared to tell the next morning, Jared did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door and inside his chamber was nothing. His equipment, his books, all but some scraps of parchment were gone.
Era un mago.
He was kidnapped, and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death, coming for you. And the signature? I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jared, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be.
Vale. Vale. Pues vamos a hacer una cosa. Como tenemos ya un... bueno, a mí, al señor Obstene, pues vamos a echar...
Careful, comrade. I think I... But what'll you do if the feline menace chooses this very moment to launch its offensive? Well, I reckon I'll grab a pint at the King Crab Inn until you lot come to your senses.
Vale.
Medora salutes you, comrades, until we meet again.
Fantástico. Oye,
Walgrath looks
¿quieres
at you
venirte?
expectantly. Clearly, he wants to know whether or not you're ready to allow him. Walgrath nods and
Been mute since I was a kid. Get money. Want to help you. On
Walgrath eagerly catches your gaze.
Vamos a ver, deberíamos... Nos vendría bien alguien con tus habilidades, la verdad.
Welcome, Walgrath. Riches await if you'll obtain them for us.
Walgrath smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready. Lead the way.
Perfecto. Vámonos. Supongo que él me ayudará con las trampas. O eso espero. Por cierto. Ah, es que es un asesino. Tiene 2 dagas. Que quitan... Espérate. 24 y 24. Walgrath. ¿Tú tenías una daga o no? No. Y este tampoco tenía una daga, ¿verdad? No, pero tiene esto. Y esto no sé qué es, pero bueno, no pasa nada. Lo único que quiero de momento son sus habilidades. Vale. Te hacería durante un breve tiempo. Te teletransporta y deja una cortina de humo. ¡Hostia! Esto mola. Espérate. Vale. Pongámoslo aquí. ¡Jole! En principio aquí no hay nada, ¿verdad?
Walgraf spotted a trap.
Y también hay una. Ole, botas y una faja. ¿Cuál era? Este. Como que muy épico, ¿no? Ah, mira. Jolines. Martillo reparador. Todo a mí. ¿Y qué hago? ¿Qué pasa si hago? No, no pasa nada. Vale, pues voy a hacer que esta mujer vaya por su cuenta. Vale. Y voy a ver... Un segundo, ¿eh? Voy a guardar. Hay una trampa aquí. Pero bueno, eso no me preocupa. Por eso no me preocupa. ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué coño estás haciendo? ¿Qué coño está haciendo? O sea, ¿por qué? ¿A qué ha venido eso? Se ha movido sin que yo se lo dijera. O sea, eso no vale. Ah. Bueno, pues se tendrán que envenenar todos, yo qué sé. Ven aquí, maja. ¿Pero por qué? Yo no entiendo. Mira, a ti también.
My
A ver.
heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Se supone que esto debería parar los ataques. Sí. Pues tienes que pasar corriendo. Oye. ¿Por qué no puede pasar? No entiendo. A ver. ¿Cómo mierda lo hago? ¿Por qué no puede pasar? No entiendo. El buscador de la fuente. A ver, ponte aquí. Vale, aquí no me hace daño. ¿Ya? ¿Ya puedo pasar? ¡Hostia!
I can see the white light.
Toca huevos, macho. Es que no sé cómo mierda lo toca. Mira, otra imbécil. Voy a hacer una cosa, voy a hacer así. Voy a decirle a este. Vale. Ahora. Tú con ella. Y con él. Y tú. Te vas a venir aquí.
Woolgraf suddenly motions a sign of warning. There's a dangerous spot somewhere around here.
Vale. Y de mientras... Este señor de aquí... Vale, viene aquí. Se cura a sí mismo. Porque tiene que hacerlo. Vale, mientras... Este señor... Pues dice, hola. Ah, es una mina. Una llave. Lingotes de hierro. Eso está bien. Globo de agua. Nada en especial. He guardado automáticamente. Porque seguramente hay cosas. Un diario. Un martillo. Y todos tienen que llegar aquí. Vale. ¿Qué haces? ¡Ah! Vale, esto. Vale. Vale. Otra vez. Cada uno por su lado. Vale, vas a venir aquí. Ah, son esqueletos. O igual, vamos a venir aquí. Tampoco hay nada. ¿Y tú? Tú, señor. También. Vas a venir aquí. Vale. Y ahora las botas las vas a pasar a Obstene. Y estas botas me voy a poner yo. Y entonces este casco se lo vas a... ¿no te lo vas a equipar? Martillo reparador se lo vas a dar a Obstene. Y el diario, vamos a leerlo. La portada del diario parece hinchada y gastada por el tiempo. El lomo cruje al abrirlo por una página amarillenta. 3 de Robren. Se cuelan por el túnel como si fuesen enormes ratas babeantes, pero los oiré golpeando y aporrear la puerta del sótano y pensar que la herrería de Cicial tendrá que cerrar por esto. Estas puertas que estuvieron abiertas contra el viento y marea centenares de años van a cerrarse por culpa de unos huesos vivientes. 4 de Rubén. Es el último día que prendrá fuego a mi fragua. Veo trampas, muchas trampas. A los no muertos no les gusta el fuego. O eso me han dicho. Así que si se atreven a una cabarcha mojada, no solo espero que ningún inocente entre nosotros. Es un riesgo que tengo que asumir. O sea que esto es parte de un herrero. O sea, parte de... la casa abandonada. Hemos vuelto a la casa abandonada. Ya había abierto aquí. El retrato de una mujer. Examinar. No puedo hacer nada. Tú no puedes hacer nada tampoco. Pues nada, yo creo que está bugueado. Vale. Pues vamos a curarnos todos. Vale, poco a poco. Y... vamos a ir a... un sitio muy bonito. Donde se supone que debería haber...
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow
Tengo miedo.
war machines.
¿Qué es esto?
Said, and this I
¿Qué
have
coño?
heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who
¿Qué es
is
esto?
said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst of colour. So ardently did he
Cabeza
crave
parlante.
flaming blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Come one, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan!
La única cabeza viviente que sea.
Sentient severed head!
¿Qué coño?
You there, take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, The talking severed head! That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk.
Lo fantástico es que no puedo esperar de pedirle bis.
Fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and I obtained this curio by summer. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and pride. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands. But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an urn. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and leprotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength, freeing myself from my would-be tomb. I swam as quickly. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it? I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the...
Hasta luego.
Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the
¿Qué
end.
coño?
I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicile. Psst. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Look, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many
Tenemos que
fans
saber a la
to meet
cara.
today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Hey, stop that!
¡Corre!
My word!
¿Qué es esto?
You there! Sit! Stay a while! Right, don't pity me. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, and even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent.
Vale. ¿Y ahora puedo hablar con él?
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
¿Dónde está?
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
No, en serio, ¿dónde está la cabeza?
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
No sé dónde está la cabeza. O me hablará cuando salga.
You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
¿No? ¿No me habla? Qué raro.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
A la bodega de Reginald.
Attention! About face! To the barracks, march!
Vale. ¿Dónde está?
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Cordero de la región.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Y donde...
That's funny, Private. Sir, no, sir.
Claro, Reginald.
Cruel fortune.
¿Quién coño es Reginald? Mendigo. ¿Quién es Reginald?
And who are you supposed to be? Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But no, really? I hadn't. No, take it up with Katerina. Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that You there? You look like an actor just...
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
Ah, pero que lo tengo que secuestrar.
Great thirst for
Pero en plan guay.
so ardently did he crave creamy blues and
No así tal cual.
that he ordered a contest across his
Oh, ahora me odia. Pero me da igual. Más creo que me falta alguna... También tenía que ir donde... Ah, mira, aquí tenía que ir.
Let's see. Halibut.
Well,
Sheep's
A ver.
what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
sea. Halibut. Sheep's cheese. Tomatoes.
Sabio. Sí. Vale.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Sí. Quería... Esto. También, que no sé qué es.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many
Vale.
cheeses.
Sí. Y esto... Espera. ¡No!
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Esto...
Let's see. Halibut. Sheep's
Esto...
cheese. Tomatoes.
Y esto.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
3 horas. Vale. Estoy identificado. Venga, hasta luego. Y ahora... Voy aquí...
Aaron has as many friends as
Claro, tengo iniciativa, pero... más 7. PGs.
See if you can choose the finest greens.
Casi que mejor, ¿no? ¿Y tú?
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Más que esto, mejor. Y este no diré nada en especial.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Forzar cerraduras. Ah, no. Esto enviar al vara.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Yawn, son.
Vale,
Spiritless.
pues ya está.
Wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your
Well,
tea.
what sort of arrows do you want?
Pero...
Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
No,
You can choose the
un
finest
segundo.
greens.
Que tenía esto también.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with
De
many
quién es ese
cheeses.
crear.
Aim straight, aim true.
15.
Arrows by the dozens.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Sí, ya puedo vender todo.
Watch the undead quill. What sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
I'm Gorman Bear.
No.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Dinero.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Este no sé si se lo voy a dar.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
18.48.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and
Eso lo puedes dar.
stir and churn.
Venga.
A good day to you. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green.
¿Esto qué es? Ayuntamiento del despacho de Cecil. Ah. Este es el que decía que era un
On the mend.
malvado, ¿eh? Vale. Pues... que yo sepa, había algo más. Ah, no, esta es la taberna. Puerta al cuarto de baño.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
¿Era ahí o ahí? ¿O aquí?
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
A lo mejor era aquí, ¿eh?
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Aaron has as many friends as the man.
For his very existence.
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
El Tyrion.
But if one were to reduce the quantity... Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered. But no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability... Me? Why, I'm more than little it was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of cicuta to not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method, she refuses to share. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to... She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take... But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes... Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right. Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be... From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it.
I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Vale.
Healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say. Right this... I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. But perhaps it's better off in the hand. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my... But it's strange. The stone is only good. What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by... Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead. Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when as nearly everyone in Sicile... You are? Ah, I thank you a million...
There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
Vive una vida larga y feliz. Hoy debería tener la oportunidad de hacer lo mismo.
Imagine the joy on his wife's face, his children's faces when Stephen returns to them. Isn't that a scene you'd like to see?
Ole, no veas, ¿no? Y ya le he ganado. No jodas. Toma ya.
We'll do as I say.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll do...
Thank
No,
the Seven.
no, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning?
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. She realized soon enough that her little party tricks
Piedra inerte.
worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Vale.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing, that strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of light. I've been studying under Theleron for some time now, but that task, I've a passion.
Vale.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but
Soothing a
I'm
corpse's
beyond
troubled
grateful.
mind. Can't have gotten far.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
¿Qué habilidades tiene este?
I feel no
Canalladas.
pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Vamos a hacer canalladas.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
She realized soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Llave.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Ole.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Madre mía. Ole, ¿no?
No, I know it's here somewhere.
Me encanta cómo pasa a...
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
De una cosa a otra. Es genial.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Vale.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond.
Pues creo que esto ya está. Viajar por las grietas. No quiero viajar por las grietas. Pero nos había hablado de...
Meow.
Maxine. Vamos a hablar con Cecil.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
Closer. My ears aren't what they used to be, nor my eyes for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you. My elf? What elf?
Háblame de ti, que elfo.
Myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil.
Yourself. Your elf.
I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed. Oh, what? Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brute. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention.
No me
It
llama
involves a
bastante.
magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Vale, sobre el asesinato de Jake.
Murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce. What of what now? Oh, you're speaking? Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but the staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you... you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the seventh sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in? The library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you up. Marvelous. Follow me.
Walgrath gives you a knowing look. He seems to think the mayor is a few arrows short of a quiver.
I hope there are no
What?
large predators.
Oh, yes. This library is the jewel. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine. And she's got every speck of information about this place packed, yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back down.
Vale. Pues Victoria se va a quedar con las ganas porque yo de momento lo voy a dejar aquí. ¿Qué hace aquí esta? Ah, Victoria es la orca. Es la orca. No es la enamorada, pero es una orca, en fin. Voy a dejarlo aquí. Y ya continuaré el capítulo otro día. En fin. Hasta pronto.
The Encyclopedia Demonium.